just created this look that you see on my face right now. This purple eye and a bright pink lip. And this is why my hair is in a ponytail. I pull it back when I apply my makeup, so it won't get in the way. And today I actually have a really fun video for you guys. I've been thinking, what can I film that would be helpful and can make life easier for you. And I remember that when I first started wearing makeup and when I first started looking at YouTube videos or seeking for help online for makeup and cosmetics, I remember that what interested me the most was what kinds of products should I purchase when I first go to a counter. Like, what are the most important things that I should buy when I first come to a MAC counter, because you come over there and you're so overwhelmed by the variety and all the different finishes and all the different things, and makeup artists, they swoop at you, and sometimes they're helpful and sometimes they just want to make a sale. So it's really important, especially when you're new to the makeup world, that you come with at least an idea of what kind of products you're looking for. So I decided to make a little series that is my top 10 of, today, as you probably understood, this video is gonna be about my top 10 MAC eyeshadows, which are, as I believe, the very important basics that you should have when you start entering the makeup world. And you don't have to buy MAC eyeshadows, this is not what I'm saying, and of course I don't suggest that you buy all of those 10 eyeshadows that I'm gonna show you at once. You don't even have to buy all of them ever, just some basic things that I think will help you get an idea about what combinations of colors you should have and what kinds of different finishes can work together well. And yeah, so the reason that this is the first video out of many others that I'm gonna make is because when I first came to a MAC counter, I really wanted to buy an eyeshadow, and first of all they talked me into buying 4 because they told me that it would be much cheaper if I buy 4 pans and not compact, and a 4-slot palette to go with it. And I bought it, and when I come to think of it, with time, as my passion for makeup grew, it was worthwhile, because now I have palettes, and I hate it when I have shadows in pots. I depot them because it's not comfortable for me to take, even for my own use, not to mention for the use on my customers. So it eventually turned out well, but I think that if I wouldn't really like MAC eyeshadows, or I've decided that I don't want to buy so many eyeshadows and it's more convenient for me to just pick 1 or 2, I think that it would have been a bad decision. And the reason that it talked me into it was because the person that was helping me at the counter, she was a makeup artist, of course, and she showed me colors that are versatile, that I can use as a highlighter or an overlit color, and I was looking at the bright and fun colors. I didn't want to listen what is better, what is more versatile, what eyeshadow I can use for more looks. No, I saw this bright blue and a bright pink and a bright yellow, and these were the ones that I wanted to take. So she saw an opportunity to tell me, well, you know what, if you really want that bright, I don't know if it was a green or a blue color, then you know what can go with it. And then she arranged 3 more colors that I can put along with it. And well, it wasn't a very smart decision. So when you come to a MAC counter, or any other counter for that matter, oh, I have something under my eye, a little smudgy watch. Anyway, when you come to a counter and you want to buy your first eyeshadows, so when you go to a counter, the most important question that you should ask yourself is, what would be the color combination that you might get the most use out of? Because You can buy bright and fun colors, but if you're gonna eventually use them like once or twice a year, then it's not really worth to go and buy MAC eyeshadows. I mean, you have so many alternatives that are much more affordable, and maybe they're not as good of a quality as the MAC ones, although there are plenty of brands that you can buy cheaper and are as good as. But if you're using them only once or twice a year, then you can put a bit more work into applying them if it's a special occasion, and put a bit more money and effort into the products that you're going to use on a day-to-day basis. So this is what I have combined for you, and I've tried to make my 10 most recommended eyeshadows by MAC in a variety of colors, some shimmers, some very nudish ones, some that you can turn them around from a day-to-day look to an evening out. And I even popped in some colors because I know that even from a day-to-day basis, I know that I sometimes like to put a light, bright pop of color into my look, and it makes me happier. So nothing crazy, but these are the colors that I've chosen, and they are my top picks. So let's get started. My first one, and this was actually one that I have purchased on my first visit to MAC, of course not this pen exactly, but this shade, and this is Nylon, which is a very nice highlighting shimmering color, shimmery champagne color. It's amazing. It looks well with almost every eye look that you can pull. You can use it with every look, and it always looks good and nice. Now if you're looking for something subtle to put on your all over your lid for work or something like that, this can be an option. Just apply it sheerly and you'll be fine. The second one is actually a recommendation I got here on YouTube, and this is my most favorite all over the lid color, and this is Rice Paper. It's a very nudish, shiny finish. I don't remember what's the finish of it. Give me a second. No, it doesn't say. I'll try to remember to link it below. But it's not a totally matte finish. It's something like a satin finish, and it looks really nice and smooth all over your lid, and I think it goes really well with all eye colors, with browns and greens and blues and all that fun stuff, so I think it'll be good. Now the next shadow is this one, and this is Satin Taupe, and I know that all YouTube gurus and people who visit here all are raving about this eyeshadow, and they are right. It's an amazing color. You can put it all over the lid, you can emphasize your outer corner with it, you can put it in your crease, you can do whatever you like with it. You can blend it out, blend it in, intensify it, do whatever you wish, and it will look amazing on every eye color, on almost every eye skin tone. So really good one. The next one, I believe, is my favorite eyeshadow of life, and if I had to buy only one eyeshadow, this would be the one, and this is Woodwinked, which is a golden shimmery color, and the best thing about it is that you can apply it all over the lid and blend it out really nicely, and it will appear as if you have 2 or 3 different shades on your lid. It's amazing. I don't know how they made it, but it's simply great. I will not go to a vacation without having this shade with me. I'm in love with it. Next one is especially good for green eyes and for brown eyes, and this is a very subtle brown called Swiss Chocolate. It's a very warm, bit of a reddish undertone brown, and it's quite matte, and it's the smoothest thing ever. I usually apply it in my crease. I usually apply all over the lid Rice Paper and then Swiss Chocolate in the crease and highlight with Nylon. So here you go, a nice look. Now if you're looking for a more dark brown, something that you can even smudge on your lash line that would look like an eyeliner, you can apply it wet, you can apply it dry, then I would really recommend Handwritten. And Handwritten is the most gorgeous dark brown I have ever seen. It seems as nothing special in the pan, but when you apply it, let me show you. You see? It's a really true brown. And true browns are really hard to find, the ones that don't have a yellow or a red or a green undertone to it. It's really hard to find, and for me this one is the best I could find up till now. Now for the first colorful eyeshadow, I have Cranberry, and Cranberry is not so popular along the first 10 eyeshadows videos because it's bright and it's pink, and not everyone likes pinks and not everyone know how to apply it, but I think that it makes a really great crease color. I usually apply some kind of a nudish lid color, very nudish, rice paper or naked lunch or patina. Patina goes really well with Cranberry, and then I apply just a tiny hint of Cranberry in my crease, and it just makes everything look pulled together and so beautiful, so I think it's a must-have. The next shade I actually bought for my eyebrows, and when I didn't have any other color one time that I went away, and I decided that I'm gonna apply it all over my lid, and it was so gorgeous that I bought a different shade for my brows, and I'm using this one as an eyeshadow, and this is called Coquette, and it's a grayish, a true gray with a satin finish tone. I think it's a cool toned color, but it seems really pretty on your lid. You can use it in your crease, you can smudge it on your lower lash line, it would look amazing, and if you have no other choice you can also fill your brows with it if your brows are quite light. The next one, I'm using it the way I use Cranberry, and this is Sumptuous Olive, and this is a very pretty true olive shimmery color. See, it has a lot of shine to it, and I would say that if you want something that will look a bit more festive, you can apply it on the outer half of your eyelid and blend it out, and it would look amazing, as if you've put hours to your smoky eye look. So yeah, about that. And the final color is actually a non-traditional one, but it's a color that I really liked, and since I was in the army for many years, and when you're in the army sometimes you're not allowed to put makeup if you're in a course or something like that, and sometimes even if you're allowed to, you just don't have the time. Sometimes I used to put makeup on my way on the bus, or when I would arrive to the office, to the base, like a bit earlier, I would apply my makeup, and I remember that this shade was with me in my emergency makeup kit because it made me look awake and pretty, and because you look so washed out when you're wearing the uniform, that everything that can make you look a little bit more alive and a little bit more pizzazz than you would like to use it. And this is a very pretty color, this one. It's called Contrast, and it's a very dark blue color with some violet undertones, and it has glitter in it, like very finely milled shimmer that has some flecks, and it's amazing because you can blend it out. You can, even if you apply it really thickly and you have like a very dark look, you can pull it off if you're wearing a bit of mascara and blending it a bit upwards towards your eyebrow. It would look amazing even on an everyday basis. So I really like it. I used to use it a lot when I was in the army and I didn't have time to pull off a makeup look, and I didn't want to use subtle earth naked colors because I really wanted my face to pop out, and this was the fastest way to do that. So these are my 10 best eyeshadows from MAC that I think everyone should enjoy, and I hope it helped you. I'm gonna film some more videos like that, like my most used brushes and how I use them, and my most loved MAC lipsticks or blushes or whatever, and I'm gonna upload it. If you have requests, please let me know, and if you have an idea how I can help you, how I can recommend things to you, or if you have questions, then please write me here or on my blog or my Facebook, Twitter, whatever. All the information is in the down bar below, so please open it and read and keep in touch. Bye!